Hello, world, and watching this. We're Top Farms out here in Alabama, Lower Alabama, and today we're doing blueberries. Even though blueberries are out of season as far as time to plant blueberries, they're supposed to be planted in March, and we're in the beginning of May, but still, we're still planting them. I've already planted some earlier. Before you can make blueberries into something that can be brought up to production as far as feeding other people, it takes about 3 years. And so today we're getting a late start on planting our blueberries because we didn't have irrigation for it. But today we done got 100-foot hose to run to where the blueberries is at. 100-foot hose is a little too big. I want to see if I can run a 50-foot hose, but for right now, it'll do. So I got one last pack to plant. Copyright infringement. Line the packs up. Line the packs up with the flag, so we'll know what kind of blueberries, because we got all different types of blueberries we're planting out here. We were gonna order more blueberry seed, but I think we'll hold off until next year to plant more blueberries. Even though we're getting a late start, it's not too late that it's not a good idea to plant the seeds. It's still a good idea right now. We're still within that threshold of time of planting where we'll get to see some of it come up. So decided to go ahead with it. I didn't want to do it without water. Look at those watermelons. Of course, there's weeds all in there. I have to get in there and clean those weeds out. But at the same time, those watermelons are growing pretty good. They're looking fantastic. They're looking healthy. Of course, I gotta get some lime to lime them down. We'll be getting that this week to lime those watermelons down and lime those cantaloupes and honeydew. The tilling machine, boy, that tilling machine, it died on us. Compressor went out, so we have it at the shop getting repaired, but it does have a warranty, so we'll see what they'll do with that. So this is the boring part, watching me put the seeds in the ground. It's not much to learn from putting seeds in the ground, I don't think. But as you can see, I don't know if you can see the packs of seeds that we're using. I don't know if you can see that, but we're using organic seed. Came from a real blueberry. So when it does produce enough for us to bring to market in about 3 years, it'll come up organically. And we'll keep purchasing more and more seed and keep doing it that way. In the spots that it doesn't grow up, we'll put more seed into the ground over and over and over again until it becomes one nice big patch. That's nothing. It's just over time. We're doing things a little bit more traditional. We're doing things a little less traditional. We're doing more organics. Matter of fact, everything we're doing out here is organic. We don't want to do traditional row cropping because we don't have enough land to do traditional farming as well. We only have 10 acres, and that's not an adequate amount of space to do traditional farming. Traditional farming probably need about at least 100 acres to do traditional farming. We don't have that at our disposal. So we're not out here on our farm. We're not out here trying to compete with large farms. That's not what we're doing. So we got organic soil acidifier for out here. But on our farm, we're not trying to compete with large farms. That's not what we're about. Because if we did that, we would never see a day of success if we tried to compete with the big farms. What we're trying to do is make our farm organic, raise the food a little bit better, take care and monitor the food a little bit better, and that's how we'll make a living on our farm. We're going to make a living on our farm by not trying to be traditional, by not trying to put the most food on the small, to put the most food on acres and slap it down and not care for it. That's not how we're trying to do things. We're trying to do things where you can come to our place, come spend time here, come see how your food is grown, and know that you're gonna have to pay a little bit more for the food, but the food is grown in a better way. And some people find the value in that. Some people won't. Some people will be like, well, I just want to go to the rock bottom prices. I don't care if my food is GMO or not. I don't care how my food was raised, whether it was hand seeded and hand picked, or whether it was slapped on the ground and machines picked it. However, but for us, of course, our farm is a business, but in our business, we don't think money first. That's not first in our business, because in the way that we're doing things, if you think money first, you'll never make money, because the way that we care for our food. Beautiful day. It's a beautiful day out here on Top Farms. The one thing about farming is there's really no rush with anything. You want to enjoy all the steps. You also want to pick up the garbage as you're going along. It's good to clean up after yourself as you go along. After this job, it's back to the woods. Some of the earlier videos, you can see how it looked over here before we cleaned it out and got it ready for right now. It didn't look too grand, I promise you that. But over time, everything here is starting to look very well. Oh, yeah. Move, 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 move. These little, so they want to get out. You know what these guys MO is. These guys want to run away with free.
Ouch! Oh.
Move. They want to run away. So, got this kicking off. Another one do a good job. And my wife is going to go ahead and record that we got 900 blueberry seed in the ground. 1,000 watermelon seeds. This is what 1,000 watermelon seed is. Produces a good little patch. But so when you hear numbers about seed, like 1,000 seed, understand 1,000 seeds isn't a whole lot. Sounds like a lot. Sounds like a lot of work, but it's not. No. Since we're beginning farmers, a lot of the work that we have right now is getting the land ready to be farmed. So we got this whole area over here I've been working on for a few days, about 4 days, cutting it down, which now I'm gonna start loading some of this stuff up and getting it from over here, but been working on it probably about 4 days. Got a good amount of trash out of here, got a good amount of stuff cut down. And getting that first part done, because later on I'm gonna be cutting a lot of that stuff down. Some of it will be posting up to sell as firewood. Others of it.
Where your gloves at?
Other portions of it that we're not cutting down to sell as firewood. We're gonna be purchasing a wood chipper and creating wood chips to line up our walkway.
Go ahead.
What, did you stop it from recording?
Mm-mm.
No, it just stopped recording.
It just stopped recording. And I don't even know how long it stopped.
Okay. This is all the trash that I collected over the past few days. Look at these roots. Massive root system. Look at that root there.
That's crazy.
Huge root. Hopefully for anybody else who decides to go into a venture, you know, you'll find you a plot that you won't have to do any cleaning on. You can just get right to it. That'll make it easier to see the process. If you don't have to put in any outside work besides the actual planting of your seeds, and if you don't have to do any of that, it makes it work. You can maximize the profit. But luckily, not luckily, fortunately, I have the time to do all this cleaning because I'm doing this full time. So since I'm doing this full time, it's okay that all my land isn't ready for cultivation. I have the time to get it here. I have the time to go and clean up trash, which there's plenty more garbage in there in those woods. There's plenty more. It's just as the days go on, how much of it I want to get out per day. Which I feel like, well, at least I try to every day. I try to maximize my work effort. I really don't like ending my day without feeling like I accomplished something. So since that's the case, I gotta maximize my day.